this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would come back and show you how I'm getting on with that glue book that we started. So this is a glue book / junk journal. So it's a glue book journal. It's similar to the glue book journals that I did, oh gosh, probably about 3 years ago now, really long time ago. And I've only done 2 of them. But this one is slightly different. It's a different format of book and things. Which, yeah, the other books, I think I used like old recipe books and things. So they were slightly different shape. But when I did this the other day, I said, oh, I'm not going to add any lace or anything to it. Well, I've decided that I am now going to add lace and things because, yep, I can't quite resist it. So you can probably see I've got some blank pages here, which I'm going to leave plain. So these are some pages which I've not kind of done anything with. I've not glued them together or anything like that. So what I will do, I will just probably paint these so these are journaling pages, so that I've got some plain journaling pages. This one I have already painted, but as you can see I've kind of obviously stuck it together with the paint by accident, so I will have to go over that and just give it another bit of a paint there. Then I've got obviously my pages that are going to be like the glue book type pages. So they will have odd tuck spots and things. This one's got like a little flippy, what do you call this, like faux envelope thing. This has got like a little pocket here. Oops. Or belly band actually. Like that. So they're not got like big elaborate kind of pockets, but they're going to have little tucks and things, where the glue books that I did previously, if I recall, I don't think I had any kind of pocket type tuck things at all on the pages. So that's where this one is going to differ slightly, is we do have, you know, areas for tucking things in, which, you know, I think is quite nice. I don't know whether that one, oh yeah. So we've got a few little bits there. And also this one has got then big pockets, lots of them, where I can fill them with different bits and bobs. Maybe some of the pages might have kind of plainer areas for journaling as well. But some of the pages are more busy and sort of fussy, like this one, for example, although you have got some journaling space like here. So I have kind of pretty much done most of it. I've got a few pages that I just want to kind of like finish. But I thought that I would come along sort of midway point, or just over midway point really, and we would just get kind of like decorating up with some lace and things like that to just show you how I'm going to finish this. So I mean, this is what it looks like obviously to the side, so it's kind of like a, you know, an altered book. So I've brought along like a variety of different laces, and I bought some ribbons and things like that, and we're just going to kind of decorate up some of the pages with some of these bits and pieces. Now this is where I discovered that I've brought along totally the wrong kind of coloured bits and pieces. But I'm just going to, yeah, kind of like go with what I've got. I'm not going to get too, you know, too caught up really. So hopefully, yeah, we're going to kind of like have a few things. So we're just kind of like finishing it off really with some decorative kind of elements. So I mean, like that, for example, I think looks quite pretty on this page. So let's just go for this straight away down the side of this page. So it is very similar to sort of an altered book, but obviously, like I say, it's got, you know, less in the way of like elaborate kind of pockets and things like that. So it's slightly different, which is why I'm now calling it really a glue book journal rather than, it's not strictly speaking a glue book, because it is more of a journal, but it's not also kind of like just an altered book journal. It's more kind of glue book style, so it's like a combination of the two things. So here we've got like a belly band here. Again, you know, could add some extra bits for like journaling space if we wanted to, not necessarily saying that one, but like here I've got a little label, you know, which we could potentially put that somewhere. Now this obviously has got like a white space inside, so I'll just see how that looks kind of if I ink it up, whether I could have that as the actual journaling. Oops, journaling space. That doesn't look great. I've not made a very good job of that. Or what I could do is like cut this out and then put some plain space inside. So like that. Okay. Oops. So then all I need to do is like fill the inside with some plainish paper. So let me just have a scour around on the desk, see if I've got anything plain. What's that? Don't want to like waste a sort of really good bit of paper. Come on, I must have some plain bits surely laying around somewhere. I mean, you'd think, wouldn't you, that in the whole desk I would have something kind of plain. I mean, I've got that. It's not really plain enough to have as a journaling space. Well, I guess that's quite plain. So you could definitely, you know, you could journal over that, couldn't you? So just going to glue this down onto there. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then we could just mop that out with some tissue. So, I mean, your main journaling space in this journal is going to be your pull-out pieces that predominantly they're going to be in the pockets, you know, these big pockets on the edges. But you will have some plain pages as well in the actual journal that you could obviously journal on. So, like that. Let's just ink that up. Okie dokie, like that. Yeah, so I mean that looks really cute now, doesn't it? So I could just glue that down. Now again, I could actually have that as a, sorry, just messing around with my glue there. I could actually have that as a pocket. What I probably want to do is just check, you know, like make sure my glue's gone right up to the edge as far as it can here. Because can you see there? What happens if you don't have the glue going right up to the edge and then you make it a little pocket? When you put things in and out of there, it would potentially get caught up on the pocket. So, yeah, and just glue that like that. Okay. Right, so these are my frames, obviously. Now, a lot of the stuff on here is from my autumn kit. So these papers are from my autumn collection papers, and then this is from the autumn ephemera, which I've done this year. Rather than doing a whole autumn kit, I did kind of like collection papers and a you know, ephemera set. So just going to glue this down here. Now obviously this is pretty tiny, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue it more like a belly band, I think. Oops. And hopefully that's going to be as unintrusive as possible, like that. I mean, obviously this is very tiny, so anything that I put in there would have to be pretty minuscule. You know, nothing too big is going to fit in there. Oh, I didn't think that was going to have glued down. That's really annoying because, oh, right, hold on. Right, fingers crossed. Oh no, it's not glued down here now either. What a nightmare. This is going to be just one of those types of days, I think. Oh dear. Right, let's mop that out. Come on. Right. Like that. Okay. I hope that's now glued down. I feel like it has, except for that corner, which actually I'm just going to hot glue that just for speed. Okay. Right. Now I've also got some white lace here, which, I mean, again, I'm not sure whether this is going to look any good, but let's just try it. So, you know, we could kind of like have a little bit of lace there. We could have some up here. Let's just have it there. That's cute, isn't it? So, you know, just add in some like really simple little finishing touches to take the journal to the next level, kind of, you know, in terms of decoration wise. So like that. Okay, looking good there. Right, okay, so just have a look and see if we want to have any flowers or anything like that anywhere. So, because I've got some of my roses, which I'm not saying necessarily they look good on there, but I've also got these little flowers here, which, you know, potentially are better. So we could have like 1 or 2 of those dotted around. So, I mean, that looks very pretty there. So I'll just put one down like that. Okay. Okay. And then do we want to have a centre for that? We probably do. So I've got some flat back pearls. Which, yep, let's grab the flat back pearl. Oops, come on. What's going on here? It's stuck on everything. These are different ones too. Oops, sorry, the stuff has just fallen down now on the desk. Oh dear, it's always a bit of a hazard on my desk. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? So yeah, I mean, just really simple things that just finish things off really nicely. So hold on, just pop a little flat back pearl there. How gorgeous does that look? So yeah, really kind of simple things, finished it off really beautifully. Now on the other side of the page, I've got obviously a lot more space. So, you know, it's a lot plainer. Oh gosh, has that just now gone to the side? Oh no. Suddenly looked and I thought, what? That's really lopsided. I don't know whether that's how I glued it or whether it moved. I don't think it could have moved, but I don't recall putting it down quite so wonky. Right, so here I've got some ribbon. So, you know, you could have like a little bit of ribbon kind of like maybe just at the bottom or, yeah, maybe like just here. So what I might do is just try and staple this. Oh dear. Like this. So I'm making like a little, what do you call this? Like a sort of stapled ruffle, I suppose. Oh, come on. Like that. Oops. Right, I wonder whether I've got this anywhere near the right length. It's kind of doubtful really, but look. Oh dear, now look what I've done with that one. It's not really stapled right. Hang on. I'll have to do this bit again. Oh, come out, come out. Come on. How annoying is this? Oh. Right, let's try again. Okay, has it gone through? Yep. Right, is that long enough, or do we want one more? Probably one more fold. Okay. Oops, come on. I wanted it sort of more uniform rather than like, you know, when we ruffle the sari silk and it's quite sort of jaggedy and scruffy. I wanted it looking a bit more uniform, which is why I've stapled this ruffle rather than just kind of like hot glued and ruffled it straight down on the edge. There we go. So that kind of just ties it in, doesn't it, with the, you know, the orangey colours on here. So just checking that I want it like that and not along the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to have it on the side. Right, so going to just put some glue straight down here. Okay, I'll just glue that down. Like that. How cute does that look? Really pretty. So for me, I feel like that page now is, you know, is finished. And obviously then I'm going to be tucking some bits in. So something in here, maybe something down there. And then here I've got 1 and 2. So I've got a little tiny pocket there and a tuck spot here. And then don't forget, I have got my big pockets on the sides of the page. So let's do another page. So let's do this one here. So what do we want to have here? Again, I have brought along a few different things. So I've got this tealy colour ribbon, which I feel like it may kind of pick up the little label that's on the other side there. The other thing that I am going to do is put some little tabs coming out on the sides. So for example here, we can just put that down on the side like that. So making just some little decorative page tabs. So this one, I'm just going to glue this down just with the hot glue like that. Oops. Get the excess glue. And then, yeah, a bit more in here. So, oh dear. This is where I need to be a bit careful how I'm doing this. Oh, my glue gun is making a weird noise. It's kind of like, what do you call it? You can hear like the, you know, the thing moving again after it glues. Right, so yeah, I mean, doesn't that page tab just look gorgeous? So it's just another little sort of finishing touch, really. So on this page, let's just see what else we might want. Again, probably not any of those roses, which I did cut out, sort of thinking potentially I might want them, but I'm not sure that they've got really, you know, really any place here. I mean, the blue one, I guess, maybe. Just sort of tie in the blue down here, I'm not sure. And it's quite striking, isn't it? Now, I can't actually remember whether these blue roses are in any of my kits or whether this was just something I was playing around with. If it is, I think it's in the Junk Journal Basics set 1, but I've got to be honest and say I'm not sure. I do quite like it down there, but unfortunately it's kind of better that way round. And then it's not fitting there. Let me just see whether if I cut that leaf off. Can I kind of like glue that down somewhere else? You know, so it's like, oh dear, that's weird, isn't it? Oh no. Kind of ruined it now, and it now looks a bit deformed. Wonder if I could just cut the leaves off altogether now, because yeah, I've made a bit of a weird job. Well, not that I've made a weird job of it necessarily, but it just looks a bit weird without the leaves. So it looks better actually now with no leaves than that one leaf, which just made it look really peculiar. Oh, where's my blendy tool now? What have I done with that? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we'll just ink this up a bit. Yeah, don't you love that as kind of just the rich colour, keeping that in there. Now, would we then want this kind of down the edge of this page, you know, like we did on that other one? Is that then tying that blue in nicely? Or we could just have another thingy-bob, you know, page tab or something, although that's a bit boring. Or we could have like a little sort of bannery type piece. So let's just take that there. Just going to do that little dovetail thing. So yeah, we could have it like that one. And then hold on. That's probably better, isn't it, to be honest? Have it like that. Just double checking. I mean, weirdly, I don't mind it actually being singular. It looks sort of a bit much, I thought, with the two. And because it's velvet, it was quite hard to kind of like have it, you know, flattish. Now, I've just got this tiny little strip of lace. So I'm just going to see whether I want that there as well. I mean, it's very skinny, this lace. Could have it there. Could have it down here. I wish I had another blue rose really, because I'd quite like to have a bit more blue. But I do like it here, so yeah, I'm just going to put it in here. Again, just hot gluing that down. I love that. That's really pretty. It's really striking colours on that side, isn't it? Now, do we think this skinny lace, or should we have like a wider lace? Let's just put this down. Like that. Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, love that. So, yeah. So, again, just glue that down with the wet glue. Like that. Okie dokie. Mop the glue out. Trim that down there. And then the little banner just on there like that. How gorgeous does that look? So, yeah. So I just kind of glue this down, you know, like part the way down. So it has got some flapping, but not too much. So, like that. Okay. I love how that page looks. That's so pretty and sumptuous, isn't it? Yeah, really, really love that. So again, you know, what I've got here, I've got like a little tuck spots here. Got like quite a big belly band there. Another one there. And then did I do anything with this? I think that might be another belly band or a pocket there. Yeah, just a pocket there. So, you know, again, quite a few little tuck spot areas on this page. But also got the, you know, the big pockets here. Now, I haven't put any bling on this journal yet. So, let's just see whether we want to have any bling. I mean, I always think everything looks better with bling, but I mean, originally I was planning on not having anything, not lace or bling. And now, of course, I've gone straight down the, oh, let's have lace everywhere. And now I've got lace. It's like, oh, well, my plan's gone out the window anyway. I might as well go all out now and have the lace and the bling. Smother the whole thing. Lace and bling. Oops. Okay. Right, what do we think to the bling there? Or what I could do, those flat back pearls, they're actually like, you know, a string of pearls. So what we could do is even have pearls. Oops. So we could keep it more bling free, but have pearls on this journal. What do we think to that? I think the pearls are quite sort of sophisticated. So, right, now, I'm often a bit clumsy with these because if you put the hot glue on this side, you know, when they're a string, what you can do is like melt the line of glue. And then, of course, it's not going to stick down because you've melted it. You know, it's going to be like wonky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this here. So as I just see the sort of length of the line of glue that I need to put. And then what I would do is glue the line of glue with my hot glue. So let me just mop out any glue. Okay, right. Like that. And move this over onto that line of glue there. Okay. There we go. How nice does that look? Quite classy, isn't it, with the pearls, I think. So, yeah, really, really pretty. Right, so that's that page. Should we do this page? Because this one I'm feeling a little bit like, oh, a bit stuck. How to decorate this one. But, yeah, hopefully we're going to make it look lovely. It's a bit unfortunate that I used that teal colour on that page. Because ordinarily I'd say, oh, I wouldn't want to have, like, teal and teal, you know, next to each other. But yeah, I might have already kind of mucked that up, and we might have to go for now teal and teal. So we shall see. Just because obviously I've got the teal on here, it feels like that's appropriate to have more of it. Okie dokie. Just trying some bits like this. Really what I should try and do is have lace on this side, because I've got lace, you know, on those sides on the two that I've done so far. So we don't want it all looking like identical. Oh, that's quite nice, to be honest. Right, let's glue these bits down before I change my mind. So, yep, bit of glue here. And like I say, I mean, I have got 1 or 2 more pages to finish off, but I just thought let's come along and do some of this before I finish those. There we go. And then, yeah, I need to dig out or find some bits to stuff the pockets and all of that kind of thing. Need to do something with the cover. Now, quite often when I've done this type of thing before, I've just painted the front covers of the book. And then maybe done like a minimal like stamped image or something like that. I don't know whether I will do that this time, but yeah, possibly, because I quite like that sort of understated finish, really. I mean, that's something you don't very often hear from me, isn't it? Like understated. No, don't normally have understated anything really, but right. I'm just going to check that I don't want any pink flowers. I don't think I do, because I'm quite liking this just blue and brown sort of nature of this page. So yeah, probably not, but just wanted to try those. Now, where's that blue flower gone? Could have sworn I have blue. That's more green. Yeah, more green than blue. What is going on? I had a blue one here, definitely. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So definitely, I think a blue flower is very pretty on here. Maybe again the banner. I know that's a shame because obviously, you know, we did have a banner on the last page, but I think it looks okay. Let's just hold that down. Okay, so let's just glue this flower down. Again, I think we'll have a little pearly centre. Oops. Oh dear. Not doing very well gluing the centres on, to be honest, today. I'm making a bit of a hash of it. Do we think like that? Now, I'm still wondering whether we need anything else on here, like any other lace. I mean, we could sort of double the lace up like that, really. It's quite pretty, doesn't it? We could have a bit of lace at the bottom. Let's just see what that would look like. Could have a bit of lace at the top, like that. I feel like this edge is quite boring. Or we could ruffle some sari silk. Now, I wasn't planning on ruffling sari silk anywhere in here, but you know what it's like. I just can't resist sometimes. So, oh my goodness. What do we think to that? I know that's making it quite colourless. Maybe it was better with a pop of the ribbon. Oh no, I'm like not sure. Again, wish that I was live and I could actually hear you guys what you think. Don't know. I mean, I couldn't really have that kind of midway through, could I? That's weird. I mean, that's not great either, because then all the turquoise is over there. I feel like, you know, I need something else turquoisey blue over here. I thought I'd pulled out a couple of blue flowers, but obviously I didn't. Might have to rummage around again and find some more of the blue flowers, because that looks really pretty. Oh, how annoying. Ah, right. I'm just thinking, I wonder if I've got any tealy coloured wax seals. So if I had the sari silk, just thinking, could I, like, you know, could I have a wax seal somewhere, like, you know, bring in the turquoise in still. Could have it there, I suppose. Let me just try this. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. So yeah, let's put the sari silk down there. So complete change of plan. Oh, that's now got a bit of hot glue on there. Oh my goodness. This is just like a hazard of being on my desk, really. You know, nothing's safe. Oh, I'm just going to glue it down with that on there. I can't really get it off. Let me put a new glue stick in. Okay, right. So just do it to the halfway point first. Okay. Yep. Now, just wondering, do I want to go right the way down or halfway? Let's just see. So this I said about sort of here, didn't I? Do we want to have the sari silk right the way down and then that? Oh, I'd quite like it either way, actually. What do we think? In some ways, I quite like it like that, because otherwise it feels like it's boxed in everywhere with the, you know, yeah, I think probably like that. Yep. Okay, let's glue that down. And in some ways, that wax seal looks a little bit like it's attached to the page tab, doesn't it? I know that sounds really weird, but yeah, kind of like that. Oh, I'm loving that page now. That's really, really nice. Yeah, really gorgeous. Okay, do we want any bling or anything on here? Do we want any bling? Let's try this bit of 4. Okay. Oh my goodness, what about like that? Oh, I love that. Oops. Just kind of like in the middle there. It's not quite the middle, but yeah. So again, what I'm going to do, put it down here, just so that I can gauge like roughly how long to make my line of glue. Like that. Okay, looking good. Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. Now this page has got quite a few tuck spots and things like that again. So this one is again quite a big one here. You've got another tuck spot here, and then this whole owl is a like belly band here, and then you've got a big pocket here. So yeah, lots of nice tuck spots and things on there. The owl, I have to say, is quite flimsy. You can probably see it's a little bit kind of curly looking, so I'm not that confident with that owl. I wonder whether I'd be better off just making it a pocket and gluing this side down. So yeah, I might do that, to be honest. Maybe I should do that, because it's kind of worrying me that that's not going to hold up very well. It's going to get torn. So yeah, let's glue that down. Okay. Okay. Like that. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Now, I don't think I've inked this page up at all. So I'll just quickly put some ink around because I have inked the rest of it. So just for sort of continuity, so that, you know, matches and ties in well with the rest of it. You know, if I've inked some, I should ink all, really. I mean, occasionally that might not follow because I might forget and things like that. But yeah, generally, if I've inked one page, I'd rather ink all of them. So yeah, right, let's just, oops, tear that bit out. Okay, yeah, love how that looks. Very, very pretty. Right, let's have a look. Should we do this page? Yeah, let's do this page. I'm trying to pick pages where they look sort of different, really. So yeah, let's do this one. Right, don't know what to do on here. What should we do? What should we do? Right, I've got this bright. Oh, that's, yeah, not really going with anything on there. Thought it might, but yeah, it didn't. This wide ribbon. No. Obviously I've got the teal again. Probably not. There's not really anything teal on here. That's kind of much more green than teal, really. So that's a shame. What else have I got? I wish I had some red, because I could like bring in the red, couldn't I? But I don't think I have. Do you want any of the little roses? Let's just dot these around a little bit, see how they would look. Not great. They're not looking great, are they? No. No, not looking great at all. Got a couple of other flowers. I mean, that's not too bad. I have got this pinky big flower. Just take the stem off. So I do sell these from time to time on my website. I don't know whether there's any on my shop at the moment, but yeah, just occasionally I do sell them. And that's how I use them. I always just take that plasticky centre out and then just, you know, glue the 3 layers together with hot glue, and then they're, you know, they're brilliant for using. Is that, yeah, that's a tuck spot, but that's okay actually. It's not, oh yeah, well it could go there. That's not too bad. Right, I'll just kind of leave that there for a minute while we're deciding. I don't know why I've bought this aubergine colour in. I mean, it's not really kind of got anything on here that's aubergine colour, but yeah, I must have thought it was a good idea at the time. I mean, now I'm just like, what was I thinking? Why did I think that was a good idea? No, probably no to that. I have also got the green. Again, just take that centre out and just play around with the green. I don't know. I feel like the pinky colour was, you know, adding a different dimension. So let's just put these petals together. Okay, and let's just glue these ones together as well, just so these are ready to use. Otherwise, all that happens, they're going to float around on my desk and I'll end up losing all the different layers. So, and you can obviously layer these up different colours, you know, so you'd have more of a multicoloured flower, but yeah, I don't necessarily want to do that now, but no, I don't think the green, because I feel like the green's perhaps a bit drab on here, whereas the pink is actually quite lifting. I've got a pink label, so maybe I will put down a pink label on there. Bring in some more pink in. Now I've also got, funnily enough, this pink lace, which I don't know whether this would be remotely kind of suitable, but weirdly, I mean, that's kind of bringing it all, you know, totally different look, isn't it? Like, you know, making the whole page look quite pink, which I quite like that, to be honest. Let's just see, because I did really love that wax seal that we used just now. So we could, I mean, that's all quite pretty. So I'm all quite liking that side. It would be how to add some pink really on this side. So, just seeing whether I've got anything pink. Oh, and I have got that. That's, oh dear, no, it's not really quite right, is it? I did try these, didn't I? And we said no. No, I don't think so. I have got some pink sari silk. It's not really the right colour pink. Well, what do we think to that? I thought it wasn't really anything, to, you know, like that colour, but maybe it's more similar to that than I thought. What do we think? I feel like there's something missing on this page. It's not quite coming together and sort of tying the two pages in as much as I'd hoped. Yeah, definitely feel like it needs something else, you know, quite pinky. Got some bows. I mean, that's really pink. Probably too pink, this one. Right, let me just cut this down. And then what I'll do, I think, is play around with gluing this sari silk down. So, yeah, if we would have this running down the edge. Okay, right. Right, again, I don't know whether I want this right the way down, so I'll just do it sort of like part way first. Do we want it right the way down? That's the next question. If we have that, like that, like that, like that, that, maybe that, oh, maybe that's a bit too many things. Could be better like that, or maybe better like that. Maybe better like that, yeah. Do we want that right the way down? Again, I don't think so, because I feel like, you know, with then boxing it all in and keeping it all, well, you know, it's got like frames either side, which feels a little bit restrictive. Yeah. Right, what do we think then? Like that. Do we want the bow here? Do we want it here? I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a brighter colour really, but I think that looks okay still. So yeah, let's put the bow down. Can you hear my hot glue gun? It's really weird noise, isn't it, every time? It's kind of like the handle, the trigger, you know, sort of like squidging in again. Oh dear, now I've got hot glue on there. Okay. Yeah, then this I'm going to just put in that sort of middle section. There. Oh, look, I'm getting hot glue on everything. What's going on? Okay. Okay. Like that. And then, yeah, we'll do the pink straight down this edge. Sorry about the bleeping, that's my son. He's messaging me about something. Okay, right, I'm going to put this the other way round. Like that. Oops. Like that. Okay, snip that off. Like that. And just glue down with the hot glue a couple of these little bits, you know, that are quite wide. So yeah, like that. And then on there, I think just have that huge flower. I'm still playing around with these roses. I know what's wrong with me. Oh, maybe I prefer it like that. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I think perhaps I prefer it like that. So I'm just going to ink this up. Yeah, okay. So let's pop this down. Like that. So this one, I can have a bigger centre. So I've got some little daisy kind of trim here, which again, I do sell the trim packs in my shop, but again, you know, I don't know for sure that I've got them in there at the moment, but do have a look if you're interested. So yeah, we could have that one in there. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? Oh, there goes Bo making her presence known. So, right, there we go. That one. Yeah, I like that little rose up there. So, again, just hot glue this, just because this is gluing now straight over the lace and things. So, you know, just want to make sure that's glued down nice and quickly. Okay. Oh, what a gorgeous page. So, yeah, very pink and girly, this page. But, yeah, very, very pretty, I think. So, yeah, loving how that looks. So, I mean, we're getting a lot of different kind of looks on the different pages, which, you know, is what I hope to get. So that, you know, when you look through here, it will be a proper, like, you know, feast for the eyes with loads of different things. So let's just quickly try and do something with this page. Like I say, I mean, I'm kind of like working on the pages that I have done at the minute, even though I still have got a few pages left to, whoops, to finish and stick things down. But yeah, let's just kind of like go for some stuff in here. So yeah, that's quite cute in there. Oh, have I cut that off? Can you see that? It's got part of the petal missing. Don't know whether I've cut that off or not. I probably have. I'm sure I probably have at some point. I'm not sure. Not sure how or when, but I'm sure it was probably me. Okay. And then again, I think we'll have a flat back pearl in there. Just on that centre. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Like that. I think we did this page together. And this was probably the page that I then said, oh, I'm not going to put lace and things like that on here. And now look at me. Can't quite stop myself. Right, just want to check that I don't want to add any more roses. They're probably not the right colour. These are my pink roses. And I've printed them. I think you get them like a full page, and you also get 2 to a page. So what I've done, I've taken the 2 to a page and I've printed them 2 to a page, if you see what I mean. So of the 2 to a page, I've printed 2 to a page. I know that's not even making sense to my ears, but hopefully it did make sense to somebody out there. Okay, right, now I'm again feeling a bit of a pink vibe going on here. I don't know now. Try it the other way around. I mean, weirdly, I'm wondering whether I could even use this aubergine colour that, you know, so far I'm like, why did I even bring that along? Only because, well, that chair's kind of more burgundy, but, well, it's not too bad. I'm not sure that that's really, like, you know, very uplifting, to be honest. It feels a little bit drab, doesn't it, that? So, yeah, let me just have a look in my lace drawer and see whether I've got anything else. I'm looking sort of, yeah, trying to picture what colour would actually look really good. Nothing's really kind of jumping out. You know, I've got a lot of different colours going on this page, so it's like I'm not sure what colour's going to actually complement it best. What do we think? What do we think? I can, I was going to say I could even try that minty green sari silk, but I'm not sure that would be right. Oh dear, no, definitely not that. Definitely not that. Oh, got this rusty colour. Nope. Right, okay, let's just try the minty green sari silk. Ooh, I mean, that's quite nice, to be honest. Weird, because you wouldn't expect it to look very nice, but yeah, kind of does. Wonder whether I should have some going across the bottom. I'll just bring this lace in for a minute. So we could be boring and go for the lace. Oh, that just looks really yuck, doesn't it? Yeah, not loving that at all. I think for me, the winner is the mint green sari silk. So yeah, we are getting a lot of different colours going on this journal, aren't we? But, you know, that's fun, I think. So, right. Again, wish that I could hear you guys, because you might be like shouting, no way. No way, not the mint green. It does not go anywhere. I mean, I feel like it's picking up some of the colours, even though actually there isn't really any mint green on here. I know, what a crazy choice, but we've got these kinds of colours which are sort of elements of minty green, aren't they? Right, do we want to go right down the page with this one? Oh, should we go right down the page? Yeah, because we haven't done that with any other pages so far. So yeah, I think we could definitely go down the page with this one. So yeah, pop a little bit more glue just running down the edge. There we go. Like that. Okay, oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? Really, really, really love that gorgeous colour. Okay. Do we want to have a bit here? I do like it, but I'm wondering whether that's a bit too much. Now I have got a little bit of this left from another journal that I've been making. And we could have this. I mean, considering I said, oh, we're not going to have any lace in this one. Now, like, full on lace everywhere. Everywhere you look, I've put lace. I wonder if we could just have a little bit like that. Like, just a real kind of small bit. But with a, you know, wax seal on top. How lovely is that? Just going to check that that's the colour wax seal that I want. So, yeah, don't want to make the wrong decision. So, just pull out a few different colours. Oh, hang on, what's this? I'm not sure. Not sure that that's right colour, but yeah, let's try a few of these. So we could have this. This one. I mean, I'm hoping that when I find the right one, I'm just going to be like, oh, no, that's the one. So far, I'm thinking probably that one, actually, which was the one we started with. Just checking that I wouldn't want it up there. Let me see what that does to the... Oh, it's not doing too much. Thought it might have been like in the way, you know, when I shut the journal, but actually it looks okay. You know, I might have that just up at the top. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, okay. I mean, originally I wanted to cover this little patch up, but actually I think it looks quite nice up there. Okay. There we go. Loving how that looks. Now, do we want anything else on that page? I know it's quite full now. Quite full and quite eclectic. So whether I could even get away with anything else on there or whether I'm just going to make it look really sickly, I'm not sure. Let's just see. I'm just putting my wax seals back out the way. Yeah, is there anything else that I think could be squished in on here? It's very purple. No. I think probably I'm thinking the only thing that maybe could go on here is like something more here, which I have got this little frame with the red flowers. I don't know whether this would look good, but let's just see. Reading, I've got one with the... Oh, I don't think that's going to look right because I think it's going to be like one too many things, like, you know, appearing quite cluttered then. But yeah, it was just a thought really. So I might just leave that plain, to be honest, down there. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have something plain, does it, on the edge? So yeah, even as I say, I'm still looking for something else. Not quite convinced on leaving that area plain. Yeah, I'm still searching. Sorry about this. I don't like leaving plain corners. Let me just have a look here. So these again are my French labels, and yeah, I've just got this one. So this page has got elements from all sorts of stuff. So it's got elements from my autumn collection papers. We've got that big rose is from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2. We've got my ladies printables, you know, fashion plate printables. These are from my botanical, you know, flowers. Got a frame from my plain frames. So yeah, loads of different things going on this page. Oh, maybe there. Yeah, just kind of needed something, I felt, in that little corner. So just checking. No, see, that's just off balance. It's all down that side. Could have it there, but I think probably more kind of to the side. I think it looks okay, to be honest, either place. But yeah, I'm going to put it on, I think, more to the side. Again, just going to hot glue this down just because, you know, I'm doing this quickly. Don't want to be pressing it down for ages. So there we go. There we go. Right. Okay, so that's probably as much as we can do in this video. So we've added a lot of finishing touches to this. Obviously, like I say, I do have quite a lot of pages still to finish, and I want to also paint these. So we've got plain journaling pages, stuff all of the pockets, and obviously all of the little pockets on the pages and things. And then yeah, I think it's kind of coming along really nicely. And yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think we're making a nice job? Do you think it's like, wow, way too eclectic for your liking? Yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know which is your favourite page. I have to say, I really like them all. I'm not sure which is my favourite. I do love this because I always love that sort of green coloured sari silk. I do actually really like this one, to be honest. It's quite sort of understated, but yeah, let me know which is your favourite page. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate a big thumbs up to this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much then. Bye.